Good evening, my name is Ed Collinet with European Motor Cars. We are proud tonight to be a supporter of the DSM Sages Over 70s event to honor the great men and women of our community with all of their wonderful contributions. So let's sit back, relax, and hear all about their achievements. Thank you.
I've had, as I say, great mentors that I've gotten the great advice from, and absolutely, and so I love being able to give back.
What's on the agenda for today? What's the schedule? Who can we visit with? What can we do? Who can we help?
I care about you, you care about me, we get stuff done together, and away we go. It's pretty simple.
I'm about 80 years old, so I feel keenly that I need to be on with my work, and I am working on it.
It's also fun to do things that make people better, or make your city better, or make your organization better.
I'm trying to enjoy the experiences and adventures of maturity on the path to eternity.
I think the key to success is, first of all, wanting to succeed. And then secondly, it's just a lot of hard work. You have to start early and build on it.
I always say, anything that's going to be successful is always based upon the people who are part of making it happen.
No matter who you come in contact with, if you treat them with dignity and with respect, the end result is always better than if you don't.
Being a really good listener, being a very hard worker, having at your core integrity, and that you share and reflect in all of your work.
Mortimer Adler was a great American philosopher. I asked him once when he was my age at 80, what do you attribute? I couldn't think of anything better to say. What do you attribute your success? He said, no exercise. That shocked the hell out of me. And work harder every year. And that's what he did. So I thought the second statement was certainly right.
But if you aren't, for whatever reason, if you don't start early, I think one of the biggest keys to success is to find a role model and emulate that person.
Honesty and intelligence, just using common sense. All of a sudden, success seems to be there.
I don't know what the key is. I think, the easiest thing is hard work. Every business outside of your own looks easy, but no business is easy. You have to work hard, you have to work smart.
And success is relative. For me, it isn't making a lot of money. People measure success differently, but how can you affect people's lives in a way in which you're helpful, and it's helpful to them, and sustain it if possible.
Success often in our society means monetary success, but as I get to know about worthwhile people, many of them are not monetarily successful at all in a material way, but have done very interesting, useful things and led worthwhile lives. That means generally touching the lives of others.
So there's been challenge after challenge, but I think if listening and having really good people around you and creating solutions for people, those are always challenges, but they're very satisfying if you can do some little piece for somebody that makes a difference in their lives.
I worry about our natural world. And I worry about the fact that we're becoming people who are not out in our world in nature much. We tend to be inside now more. That's dangerous over time because we lose touch with the fragility and the importance of our natural world.
Managing change, and we're always consistently being confronting changes in our lifestyle and changes in the way we do things. and to manage and to adjust to those changes are probably the hardest and most challenging sometimes.
Balancing all the balls that are in the air, your business life, your community life, your family life, all those balls, and juggling them properly so you don't short sheet your family or your business or my charitable activities.
The emergence of people who are interested in the success of Des Moines, and we've got so many talented people who are willing to take the time and do something other than their own business and make us what we are.
Thought about what's changing in Des Moines. I think the attitude in Des Moines is changing. That's what's so exciting to me. It's a can-do attitude. When I first came here, that can-do attitude wasn't there. In 1965, Des Moines was not 2014. And that can-do attitude is a wonderful thing. We used to say, oh, it's a great place to raise a family, and it is, no question about it. But in my talks, I say, please don't ever say that again. Just say it's a great place to live, and it is.
Most significant memory, I suppose, is the occasion when I met my wife, Catherine, and then we all been married. And then she's been my, most faithful and supportive partner for over 50 years now.
My mother helping me to learn how to read when I had dyslexia, what we now call dyslexia, when my twin sister could read and count and I couldn't. Those are early, very important memories. Obviously, memories of our children.
Put me in a Land Rover, in an open Land Rover, and I was charged by an elephant, and that might sound frightening and probably should have been, but I found it exhilarating. Had it been an angry elephant, no mock charge at all, the trunk would have been down and it would have just rammed into us. And I'm sitting on the edge of this open Land Rover, so I really don't have any place to go except into a herd of raging elephants, which didn't seem like a good idea. And my family had just given me a camera, and I thought, well, get the shots.
We went to a tennis resort, my wife Jody and I, and I had a pro work with me, and he asked me the first thing, he said, what's your best shot? I said, well, a cross-court forehand to my opponent's backhand. He said, good, that's what we'll work on. He didn't say, what's your worst shot? He said, what's your best shot? So I think we have to work on the things that we do well, not just the things that we do poorly.
Be curious, be excited, always keep learning. As long as we're learning, we're enjoying life, and every day is an adventure.
I would advise people to be open to every time somebody asks them for help, assistance, or money for a fund drive. You don't have to give to them all. Pick the ones you want, but be decent about it, be open, learn about it, know what's going on, and the end result will be we'll continue to have probably the best city in the United States.
Become involved. That helps you be a better person, which makes you like yourself better. I think that there are so many ways to be involved. You can the old, what is it? Talent, time, and treasury. You can give of each, you can give of one, and it often leads to another.
You've got certain gifts and talents that only you have. Accentuate upon those and utilize those in your daily life and in your career, your lifestyle, and share them with others, because others will appreciate what you can then give them.
Don't give up too soon. That's the only advice I'd have. Just stay with things a little longer, even when they look bleak. Many times they turn out.